Well, hey friends, I have such a huge haul to share with you guys. These are new products from Sephora and I can't wait to try them on with you. I'm wearing them now. You're gonna see all of that. Some of these I have actually been using for like a couple weeks, a month now. So I have some pretty solid thoughts on them. Some that I'm not sure how I feel. So we're gonna dig into all of that today. I also have some perfumes I bought, some hair stuff, and everything in between. I'm so excited to share all of these things together. I've been excited to make this video for a while, I will say. I did wanna thank Aura Frames for sponsoring this part of the video. So the holidays are around the corner, and if you have someone in your life that you know that really what they want for Christmas is you, time with you or your kids, your family. I really feel like Aura frames are the perfect gift for that person. And I can say this from personal experience. Our parents are always saying things like, you know, oh, how are you guys doing? We haven't heard from you in a while. Call us more. How are the kids doing? Send me pictures. And I have to say, the Aura frame was the best gift we could have given them because it's the gift that keeps on giving. So our personal favorite is Aura Frames Carver Matte. This is their best seller. This is the one we have, and it's the one we've gifted to both sets of our parents. We love it because we can easily upload photos and even short videos to the frame from anywhere in the world, just from our phone. So we could be uploading something right after it happens. They just met Santa or whatever. It can be on their frame within moments, no matter where they live. And I just think that is so cool. It's such a cool way to keep people you love updated and they can feel that closeness. So each frame actually comes pre-packaged in a premium gift box. So it's ready to put under the tree and you can actually preload photos onto the frame before it ships. So you can have it already ready to go, already personalized. I just feel like, especially this time of year, but all year long, family and being connected to the people you love is something that I cherish, something that's important to me. And this has just been such an easy and amazing way to continue to connect all year long with the people that we care about. So for a limited time, you can get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver Matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code Jessica at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code Jessica. So this exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is their best of the year. So order now before it ends. You can support the channel by mentioning me at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Thank you so much to Aura Frames for sponsoring this part of the video. I will have the link to shop down below. You can check someone off of your list of people to buy for. I promise you won't regret it. It is probably one of the best gifts we've ever gifted these people in our lives. Now let's dive into the Sephora haul. So the only thing I currently have on my face is this First Spray Serum from Dalba. I get this on Amazon. I've really been enjoying this the past few months. It's kind of like a first step. It's kind of hydrating. I just feel like it preps my skin nicely. I sprayed this on like 2 hours ago and I don't have any moisturizer on right now. I just feel like it makes my skin look nice and it feels good too. So that, I'm gonna throw on some vitamin C. I'm currently using the Tatcha Vitamin C Brightening Serum. I don't know how I feel about this yet. This was in my stash to try out and use, and I've had it for a while, but I will say I've had it for a while, like I said, and it hasn't turned colors, which is really nice. So I tend to go for more affordable vitamin C serums. I think there are just really good ones out there. I don't think you have to spend Tatcha money for that. So I will link my 2 favorite, way more affordable ones below. I don't think I would buy this again. So I'm gonna throw on a little SPF, and then I'm kind of sharing my like everyday routine with you guys today too, because this is how I've been doing my makeup generally every single day for the past month or so, give or take a few changes or different products. But I am so excited about some of the stuff I'm sharing with you today because some of it I really, really loved. Some of it I am not sure about. And so I'll be curious of your thoughts as you see me apply them or if you have experience with them. That was the CL SPF. Great everyday, simple SPF for your face. Not too moisturizing, but definitely moisturizing. It doesn't have a glow or anything like that. Then I actually just got a new one of this, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Filter. Bought it on Amazon, so hopefully it's good. But mine that I had been using this a lot. I have really been enjoying this with my wintry, drier skin. I feel like it makes my skin look alive versus just kind of like, no. The real test is, can I get this sticker off? There we go. I know most of you guys know what this is, but yeah, I've just been applying it there and there. I don't put it on my nose. But yeah, the one I had was very, very old and it was starting to smell a little odd. And I'm like, you know what? I think it might be time to spend the like 10-ish dollars, depending on where you buy it, and get a fresh one, especially since I'm using it a lot. And I was having a few breakouts and I was like, that stuff's pretty old and I never had breakouts from this before, so who knows. So then I just tap it in, so good. And I feel like it kind of doesn't actually provide coverage, but like low key does it. I just think that is so pretty. Like, huh? Anyway, I know this video isn't necessarily about affordable beauty, but man, oh man, I still love this stuff. So I actually did not buy a foundation during the sale. This may mark the first time ever, but I'm really trying to work through some of the ones that I have because I still feel like out of the ones I kept in my big declutter a while back, out of those, I am still trying to work through them, make sure I still love them, you know, all of that. And so I don't know. I just wasn't drawn to anything. If there's a foundation out there that you think is just amazing, let me know. I'm curious, and eventually I will want to try more, but anyway, this is just the Glossier one. You guys saw me recommend in my Sephora recommendations video from like a month ago, which if you want other recommendations, definitely check that out. Those are my faves. So the Glossier foundation is just pretty. You don't need a lot and it just kind of looks like skin. I just think it's so great. Okay, what undertone do you think I have? I'm asking for a reason. This morning, I was watching this YouTube video and it confused me more than it helped me. It was talking about helping define your color or your undertone, etc. I've never left a video more confused about what and I don't think it was her fault. I don't know. I've watched videos, I've tried all the tricks. I just don't know because I feel like I would consider myself more neutral because when I feel like oftentimes foundations end up being too yellow on me. So then I'm like, okay, then maybe I'm more neutral or more cool. I think I lean more cool, but I don't know. My skin never looks the same twice. Like I have pale skin, but it turns red easily. And anyway, I'm curious your thoughts. I feel like I have not been able to nail down what I am, you know? So continuing on with the kind of like haul part of this, I did get 2 perfumes I wanted to share with you guys. I got the Kayali Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. This, I actually bought the wrong one. I accidentally bought, these look very similar. I had bought the Fleur Majesty Rose Royale. That one was way too floral. I meant to buy this one. This smells so nice. I do think this is one most people would like, but it's strong. I actually think this lasts much longer. I had the Kayali Marshmallow, like Yum Marshmallow one. That one I feel like I loved. I would totally buy a bigger size of. I love this. They have the rollerball and they have these as their small ones. They're like a $2 difference, I think. And then of course they have their full size, but I love this for that size. There is this twist to it at the end when you're smelling it, like, what do they call that? Like, not the end note, right? That almost smells cologne-y, but the rest of the perfume does not smell cologne-y, but there's this like bottom note or top note, whatever. Anyway, but it smells really, really nice, but I do think this might be one you might wanna smell or just make sure you could return, you know, whatever, but I really like it. And I don't have anything quite like this in my collection. So I'll put the notes on the screen. I remember it was a bunch of different notes. So the other perfume I got is the travel size of the Rare Beauty perfume. Hold on, oh my gosh. This perfume smells so unbelievable. Like this, I will inevitably buy the full size of this and the bottle's really pretty. So the top notes are caramel, pistachio, and pink pepper. The heart is ginger, cocoa beans, and vanilla. And the dry are sandalwood, tonka beans, and skin musks. Apparently that is all the things that I like together because this smells so irresistible to me. Every time I wear it, I'm like, why do I even wear any other perfume? So if you are looking for a new perfume to try that is not overly anything, it just smells just right. And I think the smell lasts really, really well, like 1 to 2 sprays maximum. This is perfect. It is so good. And you could always get this size and try it out before committing. So I got 2 concealers during the sale. I got this IT Cosmetics one, and then I also got this Estee Lauder Double Wear. I actually got 1 shade in this and ended up switching it for another. This is 2.5C. I tried 2C and it worked, but it was just a little bit too light. So I ended up going to 2.5C and it is perfect. I really like both of these. The IT Cosmetics one, let me show you on my hand. It's got this kind of applicator. You twist it and it comes up. This is just so easy to work with. It's moisturizing, but it doesn't look wet on the under eye, you know, once you blended it in. I'm finding myself reaching for this a lot. But now that I've got the other shade in this Estee Lauder, I'm also really enjoying this. This is, I would say, a little bit more full coverage than the It Cosmetics, and it's just really nice. So I'm gonna do the Estee Lauder one today because I feel like I had more of you guys asking about this than the other. But certainly in an upcoming vlog or video, I will try this on camera. You will definitely see me use it because I can't stop using it. I would venture to guess a few months from now, some of you guys would be like, please stop talking about it. We know you love it. I'm like, sorry. This is the level of concealer I need right now. With lack of sleep and all the things and just getting older, like I am really enjoying this Estee Lauder level of coverage. It's easy to blend in. I mean, and I think this tone for me is great, the 2.5C. So that's what I'm saying. I tend to lean towards the cool one, so I think I'm cool tone. Anyway, not the topic of the video, but I'm enlisting your guys' help, okay? Help me out. I just love it. I think it's easy. It doesn't, I will say, like any concealer, it's going to eventually get into your fine lines. I always said it with a powder. Always. My #1 under eye powder right now, and you already know what it is. It's the L'Oreal Loose Powder. They're like Infallible Blur or whatever. High end does not rival that powder. That powder is so good. My under eye looks exactly the same when I put it on to the end of the day. It is incredible. So highly recommend. I didn't buy anything for brows either. I just didn't, I'm happy with a couple things I use. I don't branch out with my brows much, so I just use the e.l.f. Wow Brow. Let me grab it. I do need to buy, actually that's not true. I did buy a new one of these because I have to replace this like every few months. It's literally like $4. I run out of it every few months because I use it daily. Anyway, I ordered this on Amazon when I ordered the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and this did not arrive, but a random e.l.f. eyeliner did. So I don't know what happened in the system. So I still need to get a new one, but that worked pretty well. I just love it. It's simple, just a little bit of color. Now this does not hold things in place, I will say. Okay, eyeshadow. So first of all, I've been playing with, I don't even know if they still make this. I think they do. I've had it for a while, but I hadn't opened it. The Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is what it looks like. Doe foot. It doesn't look like much, but I am messing with it because I'm kind of curious, you know, as you get more lines up here, I'm curious to see how it does on holding onto the eyeshadow, helping things not, I don't know, you know, all the things. And I never use eye primer. I mean, I haven't used eye primer in years, but it's been kind of nice dipping my toe back into it and trying it out. So I need to organize what I've talked about and what I haven't here. Hold on. So many things I'm so excited to talk about. Okay, this video is gonna be a long one. Sorry ahead of time if that's not your thing. Okay. First of all, the Sephora single shadows, very inexpensive. Even when the sale is not going on, these are, I think, under $10. Huge selection, really good quality. Now, I think, and from what I've heard and talking to a couple other people that have tried these, I think there's maybe a quality difference between which shades you get. So I ordered one and it shattered, but I got two, I ordered two different like shimmery ones. So first of all, if you did not know, these clip together. So you can have a little stack that will open with them clipped, which is amazing. And it actually makes them, I say it and then I can't do it right. It makes them slightly easier to open because they're really weirdly hard to open. I'd already had this color, 109, and I recently bought this 309, kind of dusty mauve color. That's matte. And then the one I have that didn't shatter is 312. This one's soft suede. The one that shattered was the one in Milky Way that I was really excited about. But you know what? After swatching soft suede, I think this is gonna be the one I love. Like, look at that. So I'm a little bit torn because there's something else I wanna show you. So those are them, I might use them, but I can say this one, good quality. I have heard Milky Way, I wanna open it, it's right over there. It's shattered everywhere. I've heard that one's maybe not as good, but this one is lovely. And I really like the matte. So I also got the Hung Van Gogh palette, and you may have seen me talk about these on my Instagram stories. I might have even posted a YouTube short on here. If you are a neutrals person and you need a neutrals palette, you really might like this one. The shimmers are stunning. Here's the thing about these. They look unbelievable on the eyes. We're gonna use this because I wanna show you what they look like. And then the mattes are great too. I haven't played with every matte in this palette. They are, I mean, they've been working fantastically. This line, however, has tons of different color stories. This is called the Color Story eyeshadow palette. So this one is called New Neutral. They have like blues and greens and purples, like whatever you are into, you can find, which I just think is so cool. It feels very 2012 coded. Like I feel like that was the kind of thing that was happening back then more often. I'm gonna put this all over the lid. Oh my gosh, look at that. It ends up, it's gonna look awesome in a minute, I promise. it ends up giving that like almost wet look to the eyes. This is what I loved in that one Makeup by Mario product years ago, but that thing shattered every other time I used it and I would press it together. Like it was too much. It was more work than it was probably worth. So I eventually, that thing got so old and repressed 100 times. So I'm gonna get a little of this just to kind of do the brow bone. And then this lighter medium brown, light to medium, whatever, in the crease. These just blend really easily too. And you guys know I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just someone that has been reviewing makeup for like 12 years and testing different things. And I've tried a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I generally do a very similar, easy look. It's just the way I roll. And this makes that really easy. It makes it easy to do those kinds of looks that look like you probably worked harder than you did. This glittery shimmer, even I was wearing it the other day and my little girls were like, "Ooh, mommy." And I wear sparkly glittery shadow all the time, but there is something very special about this one. So you can tap more on top if you want to add more. You could just use this on top of others, but oh, I love it. All right, so I ended up doing liner and mascara. I used the Lancome liquid pencil. This is my favorite pencil liner. It's waterproof, amazing. Then the Milani liquid liner, the Maybelline Colossal Bubble, not the waterproof, the regular. And then this is something I picked up during the sale when I was in store. This is the One Size Boucle Silk Cellulose Airbrushed Powder. Kind of gives the vibe of like those hourglass powders. I want to use this on my under eye because I'm a harsh critic of that, but I'm kind of curious. It's got like a brightness to it that I think could lend itself really well, but some powders will darken that area. So let's watch, let's pay attention. Oh, it darkens. Ooh. Did you guys see that? It was like magic. So it darkens the under eye. I don't know that I'm gonna love this for the under eye area. Now I'm stuck with it. So I feel like I should make it match, but man, it's not terrible, but you know, generally I don't need my under eye to be wildly bright, but I certainly don't want it to darken it, and this did. So there you go. Probably not the best for that use, but we'll use it on, honestly, let's do it in the middle of my forehead right now because I'm curious if it will mattify that. Okay. Oh yeah, it definitely did. But I feel like it's mattified in a way that it doesn't look totally flat matte. And that's why I feel like these kinds of baked like powders are good for that. So that looks really nice. I've only used this a handful of times, so I'm still trying to decide how I feel about it. See what I mean? I feel like my face looks so much yellower than, anyway, okay. This bronzer from Givenchy is so beautiful. So this was one I had swatched in store. It was not even on my radar at all, but it's their Prisme Libre bronzer powder. You obviously can swirl it all together and it ends up being this kind of perfect neutral-ish bronzer for my skin tone. And they of course have different ones. I have the shade number 001 Mousseline Bronze. We are going to apply this the way I have been, just swirling it all together and then just plopping it on. I feel like it can look so understated. It's really diffusing, like it's easy to blend in. You don't see like a bunch of harsh lines with this generally, at least I haven't in using it. And it's kind of crazy that more people aren't talking about this because it's so pretty. I mean, I just love that. So easy to apply. I am very picky with powder bronzers, so I was very excited about this. With blush, oh my gosh. Another one that was not at all on my radar, but the lovely lady working at Sephora, I was near the Ilia line and she was like, "Have you seen these blushes?" And I was like, "No." And then I swatched one and I was like, oh. So this is the shade Glimpse. This is the Ilia Soft Focus Blurring Blush. I actually really like the simple, cute packaging. This is stunning. It's a powder, but it is so like finely milled. I don't know how to explain it. It feels different than other blushes I've used, even in swatching it. I love this blush so much. I love the tone so much. I love the formula. Again, kind of in that way where it's like, it's easy to apply. It doesn't look powdery or anything like that. I'm just saying, this is one that powder blushes, I feel like you can get fantastic ones at the drugstore, but this one really swept me off my feet and I love the way it looks on my skin. It lasts a long time. Wow. Now I did also get the Glossier Cloud Paint Blush. This is in the shade Gale. That's in Dorothy Gale. Really, really pretty. This is like one that's like almost a cream to powder feel. I've got like a billion swatches on here though. Really gorgeous. I've used this a couple times and I've also really, really enjoyed it. So I think if I were picking between the two, I would pick Ilia, but I'm really enjoying both. Okay, before we do the lips, I wanna throw a little mascara on my lower lash. I just used the Maybelline Lash Discovery. This is exclusively what I use on my lower lashes. It is incredible, it's waterproof. So if you have watery eyes or anything like that, it's just amazing. Like if I know I'm gonna cry that day, like if I go to church, I cry at church every day. It's a soul moving type thing. So I have to make sure I'm wearing good cry. Okay, it's a good cry. All right, so for lips, I got 3 different lippies. I've been feeling a little bit with my lipsticks, particularly in a rut. Like I have a few I love that I've loved for years, but you know, especially in recommending things to you guys, it's nice to have some fresh things to talk about. And so I was very intrigued by this MPH Lip Siggy. It's truly like the diameter of that. So this, let me wipe off this Laneige. I have in the shade First Base, is very comfortable. So none on my lips up here. There it is on my lips there. However, you know, for the price, is it necessary? No, I mean, it depends on the color you get too. Like if it's a color you get that's gonna make more of an impact, but I will say I'll end up using this up. Like this is something that will probably live in my purse. I can do it without a mirror. I kind of like to have something like this that oftentimes when I want something on my lips that has a little color, I'll grab a gloss. But I don't always want glossy lips, especially if it's windy out or whatever, if I've got like a scarf on. I don't want something that's super sticky and glossy on my lips. And so something like this is perfect. But again, I don't know that it's gonna make a difference in your life, that it's really worth the price tag. So there you go. I wiped it off and you probably can't even tell, huh? I also got, and I haven't gotten to use this yet, I swatched it in store, the Sephora Lacquer Shine Lipstick in Soft Frequency. I loved the packaging of this. I thought this was so pretty. This color is definitely my color. This is a little bit more blue toned pink, right? Oh, it smells nice too. It's just something different. I feel like I could see myself wearing this often. See, I don't know. Looking at it on camera now, I'm like, is it too bluey pink? Maybe. I mean, obviously I'm not wearing it with an ideal color shirt. I'm gonna think about this one because now looking at, like, it was so pretty in the swatch and actually having it on, I'm like, I don't know if I love this with my coloring. Let me know your thoughts. Then I also picked up the Fenty Beauty High Shine Gloss Stick in Is It Fussy? I have not tried this yet. I'm excited. Okay, first of all, the smell of her lip products is 1,000 out of 10, like Bonnabelle Lip Smackers, but even better. See, this is more my speed with pink. It's not quite, and I'll swatch this next to that. It's not quite as blue toned as this Sephora shade I got. So there's the Fenty and there's the Sephora. You can see the difference there. So I need to remember this for myself when I'm swatching something that honestly, it may look so pretty. Like I love that color in the swatch, but I need something a little bit warmer, I think, with my coloring. But that's still pink, like, you know, pinkish anyway. So formula-wise, it's not sticky, but it definitely had a decent amount of color. I'll keep trying this, I'll let you know. Now I also picked up the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Spray. It says Liquid Blurring Balm Spray. But anyway, it's meant to be like a blurring setting spray that is not, here is what I was looking for, something that is almost mattifying. I want it to maybe make my skin look less powdery, but not glowy or dewy. Usually I've got enough of that going on with whatever I applied. So I had heard I was going to, in that Sephora recommendations video, I shared my wish list. And in that wish list, I said I wanted to try the Charlotte Tilbury one. But a lot of you guys commented and said, actually, if that's what you're looking for, like mattifying, try this one. So I did, I took your advice. And they had this slightly smaller size too, because I want to say, did they have more than one size? So while that's kind of drying down, I also got the K18 leave-in mask. I talked about this recently. I put it in my hair. I followed the directions. I did everything according to that, but I let my hair air dry overnight, and my hair the next day definitely looked, it's funny, it was less frizzy and like parts of it looked actually kind of nice, but then parts of it just kind of looked like stringy and oily. So I think it's a learning curve for me, and the idea is that it's helping with my hair health, and I hope that's true. I mean, people love this product. So I'm gonna keep trying it. This was their small, like, trial size. This is the 15 milliliters, half an ounce, which is perfect. So I can kind of get a feel for if it's actually worth buying the full size or not. I also got some skincare stuff. I'll share maybe in a future vlog or a reel or something, just because this video is already getting pretty long. And I kind of want to change my lippy to something that matches more with what I've got going on. Let me see. I'm gonna put on my Maybelline Lifter Liner in Big Lift. Did I say Maybelline? Yeah, it is Maybelline. And then the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Balm. And this is in Honey Talks. Just love. This is such a great, more brownie neutral, but it's not like brown. Much better. It's funny, I took off my little velvet getting ready headband, which I love this, by the way. But it kind of looked good with the outfit. I'm like, I should have just left it on. But anyway, so that's my Sephora haul. Wow, I will certainly, as I always do, I'll do like a speed reviews, purchase or pass type video in the future as I've tried all of these more often. I'm always trying new stuff. So if you are into beauty, makeup videos, or if you're into vloggy, lifestyle, hanging out, getting stuff done around the house, organizing, whatever videos, I do all of it here on my channel. I love our little family. I hope that you will subscribe and check out my videos. I upload 2 videos a week. If you were into this, like I said, I will link this video below. It's my Sephora recommendations and wish list video. My recommendations stand true regardless of whether there's a sale going on or not. So that is there for you if you were looking for some other recommendations for different things. I also wanted to thank Aura Frames for sponsoring a portion of today's video. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code Jessica at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code Jessica. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is their best of the year, so order now before it ends. Support the channel by mentioning us at checkout, and terms and conditions apply. Thank you all for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.